As I mentioned previously, I have never done well in confined systems. As a child, I lived for a time in Section 8 housing in Philadelphia, fondly known as the projects. The Abbotsford projects were row after row of interchangeable basic brick buildings with no sign of personal identity. Life was basic and not always kind. Group survival was the primary strategy. Strategically, block tribes and gangs were based first on blood relationships and second on forming friendship alliances, if no blood kin were available, so that the individual wasn't left away from the herd to be the first one gobbled up by a den of something else. You also learn to run fast and talk fast. A third strategy was exploration, assuming there might be something better or different somewhere else. I was told that my reputation in those projects was the one who was always furthest from home, exploring the possibilities of the blocks beyond. My parents moved to Levittown, Pennsylvania in the mid-1950s, built by William Levitt of Boy Scout Jamboree fame. A completely planned community offering 4 home models in ascending order of price. The Rancher, which the one on the bottom left was our model, the Levittowner, the Jubilee, and the Country Clubber, which demarcated sections and ultimately classes of white people. In 1967, Herbert Gans, a well-regarded sociologist, described the major problems with the Levittown model, built on Long Island, Willingboro, New Jersey, which was originally called Levittown, New Jersey. The residents were so mad they wanted to call, when they changed the name to Willingboro, they wanted to change the name to Unwillingboro. I always thought that was very interesting. Puerto Rico and France. The 3 biggest issues that he identified, this is an aerial view of my neighborhood, were the expectation of living with no conflict, the inability to deal with pluralism, and the lack of ability to link home and community for everybody. At 10 years old, I saw crosses burned in Levittown, Pennsylvania, when the African-American Myers family moved into the community. Daisy Myers, a school principal in 1999, was finally asked to come back and accept a public apology from the Levittown community for the treatment she and her family had weathered in 1957. So at school there, group membership was of social necessity. I was an energetic boundary spanner, socializing between and among seemingly disparate groups, crossing many dimensions and identities and diversities, and never staying, or maybe not being invited to stay in any one group too long.